That's One Truth, our sponsor for the Chips and Salsa Show. They're a progressive rock group from Virginia. They've been sponsoring our show for they're one of our sponsors, and they've been sponsoring for a couple of years now. They have songs on iTunes. Check them out on iTunes and listen to the rest of this.
And then do you guys decide who goes on the commercial? So do you pick who goes on? No. And see if maybe if we can get a spot on there or something.
That's Inferno. I love that song. It grows on you every time you listen to it. If you listen to the whole song, it really, you get hooked to it. They have several songs, quite a few songs, but that's the one that I like the best, Inferno. It talks about their past, and if you watch the video, they have a piano that catches on fire behind him as he's singing, and that's his life behind him burning because they tie him and they light up his piano, and then he escapes. And it's a fantastic video. Go on Facebook, watch the videos on Facebook, or go to iTunes, download their songs. You will love their songs. They have a tribute to Prince. They got all kinds of songs. They're a great group, and sooner or later they're going to come out to the West Coast. So again, that's One Truth with J.C. Gonzalez on iTunes, or go to Facebook, One Truth, and you'll see some of their videos, some of their stories. But to download their song, go to iTunes. We recommend it. Alice.
Okay, it's time for our featured guest of the show. We are delighted to have from MAGA Nationwide LLC. We have two guests. We have with us Michael Thorne, and he is Vice President of MAGA Nationwide, and also Susan Tyndall.
Hello.
And she is the Arizona leader and the graphic designer. She's done some amazing stuff that she showed me before we started the show. We are so happy you guys are on now. I will tell you, I didn't know about you guys. George kind of befriended you also. I know Susan, you and I are Facebook friends. The magic of Facebook. So tell us first of all, what is that? Of course, Make America Great Again, but maybe we'll start with you, Michael. Tell us why this was formed.
Okay, well, MAGA Nationwide was founded around March this year, and basically we want to unite everyone. We found that when we create something like this, we want to, in each state, we want laws passed. You know, we want every state to become red. We want conservatives to come together. We want everyone to come together and unite. That's what this is about. We need to unite.
Are you all Republicans necessarily?
I'm sure we have a couple that are independents, and probably iffy Republicans and Democrats. And sure.
Could you go back a little bit and explain how you got involved with, because you guys do a lot for Trump, and you talk a lot about Trump. Where did you come into the picture about Trump? You have a story to tell about that, and that's where MAGA kind of developed, so it's very interesting.
Well, I'm 19 years old. I just recently moved back to Arizona. I was living in Nevada for a while. I worked on the Trump campaign for about 8 months as a turf coordinator, and my job was basically leading volunteers and making sure I walked doors and try to get people to come out and vote for Dr. Joe Heck, that was running for U.S. Senate, that sadly lost. Hopefully he comes back. But what involved me, you know, I was working on the Trump campaign for 8 months, and being the youngest Nevada delegate in Nevada, I was tired of people my age not doing anything, sitting at home, not getting involved. I see people that are just sitting at home that aren't doing anything, and it's time that America changes. It's time that we stand up and we unite and change this, because if we don't, it's not going to be in America.
And Michael, that's a great message, but also you need to tell the audience you also have a regular job aside from
Yes, I work at Walmart 40 hours a week, and I try to spend 50 to 60 hours a week, even more, 75 hours a week at MAGA Nationwide. And Lorraine Verna, who's president and CEO, I want to give her a huge shout out. She's an amazing leader. She's the one who started this. She's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, once I get home, I'm on the phone with Lorraine. I'm on the phone with all the leaders. We're trying to smash. We're trying to get more leaders in every state. We're trying to bring this group and grow, because we want everyone to unite. That's my message, is uniting.
And so people can find you on Facebook, and what's your website also?
It's MAGA Nationwide LLC is on our Facebook, but if you want to go on our website, it's www.maganationwide.com, and that's also where they got their hat from. We have a couple of those left.
Love these
We have
hats.
red and white ones also.
They're awesome. Let's talk a little bit to Susan also. Susan, so how did
Hello.
you get involved with this?
Well, I've been a supporter of President Trump for a long time when he was campaigning, and I just really loved his message and was behind him. And so I'm a mother of 3 children, and I started to see the direction our country was going. There was a loss of patriotism, burning the flag, not respecting our law enforcement, and I stood up and I thought, I may be a mom and I may have my handfuls, but you know what? I have time. This is the time. We all have to stand up and support our president. We dodged a bullet with Hillary not getting elected, and that's the way I feel, and it's the truth. And we need to be thankful. And it was amazing because, I belong to a lot of other sites where we were bonding and, making friendships, but nothing was really happening.
No action.
Yeah, and so that's what I loved about MAGA Nationwide, because our leader, Lorraine, we have a plan, we have plans, we want to change things. And so that was amazing. And the bigger thing that happened that I'm just so grateful for was that we, as leaders, we started to get to know each other. We all had a mission to save our country, support our president, but it was bigger because once we all got to know each other, we realized we all believe in God. And we felt like this was a mission from God. And so it's bonded us. We're family. And so it's just been a really great experience.
That's a terrific job. Do either of you know kind of what the membership is like nationwide? Or how do you be a member? I know I looked like your page.
So
Yes.
on our business page, if you go to
Share
our
a microphone, just be patient with us here.
if you go on our business page, Lorraine has actually shared a post that's going to click onto our main group. We probably have about almost 4,000 members. Not bad. We want to keep that growing, and hopefully we can get every American on there. But that's how you join. So you go on our business page, and you'll see a link. It says join our main group, and you'll click on join, and within a couple, depending on how busy we are, we'll let you in our group, and that's where we're going to post all our state groups. So each state has their own group. So maybe if you're just driving around town and happen to be listening to this radio station and you're from another state, check us out at MAGA Nationwide LLC, and your group will be listed there.
Does it cost anything to join?
This is a free group. This is just, but this is, we just want everyone involved. We want everyone out and about and trying to make a difference in their state, their community, and making it a safer place for their grandchildren, their kids.
I was thinking, George, we were going to play the Prairie Point, but how about if we play it starting the next segment, and then that way we can spend more time with them talking about this? Because you said you have some rally coming up or something, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us
Now?
about it. Yeah, tell us about it.
Okay, so on July 1st, we're having a sign and flag waving event to honor our president and administration.
And I will be there.
Yay!
Yeah.
But we also fully support our active military veterans, law enforcement, first responders. These are the people that weave the fabric of our country, and keep us safe. And they need to be respected and acknowledged. So it's a free 4th of July event. It's going to be patriotic and colorful, and we're really excited.
Is Trump going to be there?
Maybe he might come down. You never know. You never know what Trump can do. He surprises you. So let's see if we can get him there, or one of his kids maybe. That'd be great,
That
right?
would be.
And he likes Arizona too, right?
Yes, he's been here twice now, maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
I think 3 when he was
Past 3,
campaigning.
yes, past couple of years.
All you can do is ask. Does he know about your organization?
We had one on March 25th. That's kind of that we did also. But he came out and tweeted, "Thank you for all the great rallies on March 25th." So
Yeah.
I'm sure his staffers. My boss actually works in the White House now, and he's, I believe, Department of Education. I'm not sure, but he just recently from Nevada moved to DC, and so I'm sure he's sharing on there. He sees my Twitter and our Facebook. So let's get that share out. Hashtag MAGA Nationwide. Let's share it and let him see it.
I want to ask you because you're a youngster, 19. I'm so impressed that you're already so active and doing all this. Why do you think you are a Republican conservative?
My teachers asked me that. Everyone has asked me that. Honestly, some of the values that I believe conservatives, Republicans just have higher standards. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I can't. It's hard to answer that question when there's so many that I believe in and how I've looked into. You know, because I went to a couple meetings my senior year of high school. My government teacher, you know, told us about what each party and what they stood for. You know, and I believe conservatives are actually for, you know, for the people, by the people. You know, they care about us, just like Trump. That's why he's not a politician. He's an everyday citizen. And that's why I voted for him, because I know he can change it, and he's doing that. We need to give him time. He's only been in office about 5 months now.
Yeah, they've attacked him constantly, but then he's kept a straight line of what he wants to do, and he's accomplishing everything he said. And he's, you know, this, yeah, they bring this up, but he, I think he just ignores some of it, and it just he stays on message.
Yeah.
And he does tweet out once in a while his frustration, but I think he, like when he went to the Middle East, he represented us, represented the Republican Party and the country, and the same thing when he went to Florida. And, you know, he's doing what he says he's going to do.
Yes.
And people have to let him do.
Give him a chance. That's what we're asking. We didn't do this one. The past
4 years of
presidents.
this, you know, the 4 years, maybe 8 if we're lucky.
Yes, 8 years. 8 years, guys.
8 years. Yeah, he gets a lot of criticism for those tweets, but you know what? He's connecting with the people. And sometimes maybe they're not as polished as you say. He's not a politician, but that's what I like about it. And he's always, you know, he's gaining attention. Okay, this segment's already gone. I can't believe it. But don't go away because we still have 2 more segments left. We're going to have the breaking point, and we're going to actually get into more politics. We have a lot of politics. We're going to give away the I voted Trump, that's okay mug. That's going to be, we'll be doing that maybe next section. I don't know, next segment. We'll see. But don't go away because we'll be back with more on the Chips and Salsa Show here with Alice Lara and
Jorge.
On Central City Radio, King FM, live in Molcajete. And also, we're going to turn the camera around during the commercial break. Don't worry, we're going to keep it on so you can see what Caleb looks like. Thanks again. Thanks for listening. We'll be right back.
We'll just turn it that way toward you.
Yeah, you can.
So, guys, this is Caleb, our videographer. Look at that.
Look at his shirt. I love that shirt.
Put on your sunglasses.
Why don't we have Caleb?
That is cool. That is cool. I like it. I like it.
Caleb, tell us why you like President Trump.
Well, I like President Trump because
You think he means
Yeah,
what he
put him in the
says?
spot.
He says what he means?
He's
Why
going
is
to
he
make.
liking better than Hillary?
he's gonna make America great again, and I like him because he's building a wall in Mexico.
It's gonna pay for it.
Yeah, there we go.
Eventually. But
Where do you go to school? You go to school here?
No, I go to school in Chino.
Oh, in Chino Valley?
Chino Valley, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you're just visiting.
so what do you think if Hillary would have became president?
I would probably kill myself.
I
Don't say that.
I don't think you would.
But just imagine if she would have been president. Oh my God.
I just can't imagine. You know, we're always looking for interns for our show. So I mean, I think we have some, but you'd have to travel every weekend. Chino Valley.
I think it would be worth it for Chips and Salsa.
I'm supposed to face this way. I keep facing this way.
That's okay.
Because it's right here. And this is all my way, so I feel like.
And the one thing is, there's a little red spot here on the microphone.
Okay.
So when you talk, you can kind of talk together. Your voices are louder. Yeah.
I know, it's
I have a very soft voice.
More?
Yeah.
Okay.
We almost
So
have
was that
about
bad if it was like right
4K.
here?
I mean, like, that's okay, but like when you talk, try to
We almost, it won't tell us right now, but
okay, but still.
or said that we almost have 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, almost 4,000 members. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get out of here.
I know.
Still filming.
Hey, Chips and Salsa guys, don't forget to like their page. We need to hit them 3,000. When's your anniversary?
November.
November, guys. Let's do it before then. 3,000 likes. Come on, MAGA Nationwide. We know you guys are watching. Like their page, Chips and Salsa.
And share this page. Share this.
Share.
We're going to talk some more to these guys. Okay, we'll come back. I think I'll come back and I'll just introduce them. Okay. But then we can go right into that. You're doing a great job. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad you
When I
came.
talk about the One Nation Under God event, talk more about the Arizona. Let them know where it's at, what time.
Yeah.
So she's gonna mention the Arizona event because I don't think she mentions the address.
Oh,
So when I mentioned the One Nation under God, we're going to have them she'll talk about that.
we'll do a little bit of this.
10 seconds.
Yeah,
We'll
let
talk
them
about
know
the
about all
fourth
this.
segment.
7 seconds.
That's 855-672-1565.
And we love Chips and Salsa. And yes, you can listen too. Please listen here every Saturday at 4 p.m. Be in the Molcajete with me, Alice, Lara, and
Jorge, the deplorable Hillary's one of the Hillary's deplorable Trumpsters. I see she's a
She's a deplorable.
deplorable too.
Susan Tyndall, who's one of our guests here with Mag. She's got a great shirt. I am a deplorable. Kayla, you want to show that on Facebook? Yeah, that's great.
And
That's
they
awesome.
have these products. MAGA has these products at their store. When you go online, you could buy some of the products that they're putting out. It helps their organization grow. The money goes back into the organization, and it just keeps growing. So if you want a hat, or you want a T-shirt, or you want a deplorable MAGA Nationwide, Make America Great Again, or the hat to Make America Great Again, go to that site, because all the proceeds go back into MAGA, and they make the organization stronger. That's how organizations get stronger and stronger. They put out items like this that people are dying for, and they don't want to go online and order them. But you have to go online to order them. But some of them don't like some of the sites that they don't know about. MAGA is a trustful site. Your numbers are secure. So think about it. If you want, just go to MAGA.
George, that was a great way to kind of say, maybe they can be a sponsor soon.
Yeah.
That was really nice, George.
Yeah.
You did a good job with that. They also have an event, and we're going to hear about that in the next segment. But for now, we want to get all the political discussion started here at the Chips and Salsa Show. And as always, each week, we are going to welcome Jeff Prather, and he is here with Prather Point talking about he is the Fast and Furious whistleblower. You will not want to miss it. And here we are with Prather Point.
Hi all, Jeff Prather here, ex-DEA, DIA, Special Forces, Fast and Furious whistleblower, on the Chips and Salsa Show with this week's Prather Point. As I predicted, unfortunately I'm right, by summertime the left is trying to kill the right in public, and I'm referring to the congressional shooting. But we had a second act of political violence, and it is related, and that is the kidnapping, torture, and mutilation of a Border Patrolman. Both are political acts designed to intimidate, oppress, and terrorize, and change action. The congressional shooter was radicalized via his candidate, Bernie Sanders, who less than a week ago said take out Trump, via left-wing loser lesbian comedian Kathy Griffin holding up a severed Trump head. He was very pro-Democratic Party, pro-Bernie Sanders, anti-Trump, and he actualized his radicalization. It's not time to come together. It's time for the left to apologize for their radicalized violence. Anybody remember Sarah Palin putting crosshairs on offices and being accused of the Loeffner shooting here in Tucson? However, it turned out that he was another leftist, and he had actually tried to work on Congresswoman Gifford's campaign. Out west on the border, the kidnapping of the Border Patrolman is unusual, even though Phoenix is next to Mexico City, the world's center for kidnapping. But who's kidnapping who? Dopers are kidnapping other dopers and their family, because their families are held as collateral for dope loads that are not delivered or are ripped or are stolen. I don't think this was a corrupt Border Patrol agent. I think this was the cartel, because nothing happens on the border anymore without the cartel controlling those quarters, sending a warning to Border Patrol to stop enforcing the rule of law. This was what happened with the kidnapping, torture, and murder